So there is one simple characteristics that I have learned from riding motorcycles that we can all apply in our relationships with other people. You see, so so this skill, it's applicable like in any situation. Like it could be at a job where like if you want to build even a relationship with other people, or if you want to learn something new like a skill or something like that. So it's it's actually build your forbearance, tolerance. So it's expecting things to be tough before you try them, or expecting a bad outcome and be prepared to handle it, right? So let's say I'll just give my context. So when I was learning motorcycle, so I wanted to do skills to ride on back wheel or to do some tricks. So but because I know that okay, the characteristics of this motorcycle, maybe it's the motorcycle which does this, it's a powerful engine and so on, then I need to handle it with care, and I have to expect anytime for it to throw me away. So by expecting that anytime it can retaliate and throw me somewhere, so I was already prepared. Like when I'm doing the maneuvers and everything, or when I'm trying to pop the wheelie, I was already like prepared that okay, if it reaches this level, I will jump. And so I fell many. I don't know how many times I fell off because I was learning. But so I fell so many times. The motorbike got wrecked and so on. But because I knew that these things can happen, like I myself didn't lose patience. I had forbearance, like even on the motor. So I just take it, fix it, go back and do again until I started mastering. I started to know that okay, when I do this, it reacts like this. When I do this, it reacts like this. Then that is the same thing with people, or that is the same thing also with the new jobs. That is the same thing even with learning new skill. Could be or swimming, could be or skiing or whatever, or even relationships. So because you don't know the characteristics of this person you are building a relationship with, or maybe you don't know like the company that you are joining, like the company culture of like how they handle the things, or you don't know even the systems like they use. So you have to expect the worst. So how do you bounce back when the worst happens? So how do you build forbearance? So that is the lesson here. So when you are talking to a new person, you are trying to build a relationship. It could be like a girl, or you want to build a relationship, or it could be a guy as well. So you don't know the characteristics of this person. You don't know if this person has anger issues, or can easily lose their temper, or is heartless, or is something like so. It's you have to expect the way, so that you have tolerance, you have forbearance, so you don't like if these people they do such things to, then you don't hate them, but you are already prepared of those things, so you can easily bounce back until maybe you even if you decide to say okay, I no longer want to pursue, but you yourself, you are not injured. So that is the same thing. Like when I was trying the motorbike, like I could have like after one or two like crashes, I would say okay, I quit. But because I was expecting those crashes, I quit without me getting injured. You see, so that is the trick that you also need, like when building relationships. So expect bad characteristics from people. Like don't just expect that okay, things are going to be smooth. So sometimes like people can retaliate also. So, when you approach them in a certain way, so if you already expect this, then you will not be hurt. Like you just think that okay, that's this person's nature, that's her characteristics. Maybe I can learn how to handle it or how to handle him in a certain way. So you have to adapt yourself. So that is the same thing. So because I wanted to continue with learning this skill, I had to adapt myself, like how softly, how gently I should put on the gas, and how I should pop the clash, and all these kind of things, and the brakes. I have to learn this. So that is the same thing when you're dealing with the person. They're different characters, so you need to know like how you talk to them, how they process. Some people, they are very slow in processing information. You tell them, maybe the next day they forget, or you tell them they need 2 days of thinking and then respond. So you don't have to give those people pressure in like that is also another thing. So it's a forbearance, the tolerance that you need to learn. So it's expecting that you're gonna be pushed away, and if you expect that, you will not fall down, but you just run smoothly. You see, so that's the lesson.